Hello and hi everyone. My name is Jennifer Nanpu with metric number 84125. Today my group will presenting our explanation report which is how import and export works. As we know, export and import, which generally define foreign trade, are the exchange of goods and services between nations and countries. Import refers to bringing in processing from abroad, meanwhile export refers to carrying out or selling abroad. The process of import and export involves collecting, shipping, transferring, packaging, and complete. Next, I will pass this to the next presenter.
Import. Import is a product or service that was created in other nation but was purchased in one is an import. It is most common for nations to import commodities or services that their domestic businesses are unable to provide as effectively or inexpensively as the exporting nation. A nation might also import goods or raw material that are unavailable inside their boundaries. First step of import is creating. In order to start an import, a company must have their product first. They may find a manufacturer or supplier to get their product to be supplied and sell abroad. Typically, if you are out of idea of what you want to sell or create, you may find existing product or supplier through platforms such as Shopee, Alibaba, and Zalora. Once a business done with the creating part, next part will be shipping part. The next the shipping process in e-commerce includes every step from taking a customer order to getting it ready for last mile delivery. Several aspects, including order management, warehousing, and carrier partnerships, are involved in shopping an item. Once the order has been dispatched, it is up to the carrier to ensure that the consumer receives it in a good condition. The four largest shipping companies are include DHL, Postlaju, and ABX. The company this may use these shipping companies in order to tracking to send updates with their clients so that they are informed of the expected arrival dates on their purchases while they are in the carrier's care. For any import enterprise, hiring a global goods forwarder is often a good option because they will act as a transport agent for transporting cargo, saving the shipper a lot of time and stress about getting their goods from the factory to a warehouse. The shipper basically tell them about the company and the plans for the product, and they organize the shipping arrangement, insurance, and frequently the license, permits, tariffs, quotas of working within other country. This is significantly lessen the hassle of launching an import company in the global common sector. Next, I will pass my other part to Lucy.
Throughout the transferring steps, it's crucial to maintain effective communication with all parties involved. Closely monitor the progress of the shipment and address an issue or delays promptly. Compliance with custom regulation, proper handling of communication, and efficient logistic management are key factors in ensuring a successful process. Once the order is placed with the foreign supplier, effective communication is crucial. This involves coordinating with the supplier to confirm product specification, packaging requirements. Communication helps ensure both parties are aligned on the transfer process. The goods are typically transferred through various modes of transportation, such as sea, air, or land. The choice of transportation depends on factors like the type of products, urgency, cost, and distance. The supplier arranges the transportation and works with freight forwarders or shipping companies to book cargo space, handle documentation, and track the shipment's progress. Finally, the goods are transported from the storage facility to their final destination. This could involve distribution to retailer, wholesaler, or directly to end customer. Delivery may be facilitated by the importing business itself or outsourced to a logistic provider, depending on the company's capabilities and resources. The packaging process in the import business is an important step to ensure the safe and secure transportation of goods from the foreign supplier to the importing country. The importing business establishes packaging standard or requirements based on the factors such as the nature of the product, transportation mode, and any regulation or customer-specific requirements. These standards define guidelines for packaging materials, dimensions, weight limit, labeling, and any specific handling instruction. The foreign supplier is responsible for packaging the goods according to the agreed upon standard. They select appropriate packaging materials such as boxes, crates, pallets, or containers to protect the products during transit. The packaging should be sturdy, resistant to damage, and capable of withstanding the rigors of transportation. The supplier takes measures to protect the goods from potential damage during handling and transportation. This may involve using cushioning materials such as foam, bubble wrap, or packaging peanut to absorb shock and prevent movement within the packaging. Fragile items may require additional padding or specialized packaging to ensure their safe arrival. By adhering the appropriate packaging practices, the importing business can minimize the risk of damage, loss, or delay during transportation. It's important for the importing business to communicate its packaging requirements clearly to the foreign supplier and maintain quality control checks to ensure compliance with the specified standard. The complete stage in the import business refers to the final steps involved after the goods has been successfully transferred and received in the importing country. These steps are essential to ensure the import process is fully complete and goods are ready for distribution or use. After receiving the goods, the importing business may perform quality control checks to ensure that the product meets the expected standard and specifications. This can involve inspecting the goods for any defects, verifying the quantity and quality against the purchase order, and conducting tests or sampling if required. Any issues or discrepancies discovered during the stage can be addressed with the supplier for resolution. The imported goods are integrated into the business inventory management system. This involves updating records to reflect the received quantities, product details, and any relevant information for efficient stock management. Accurate inventory tracking allows for better supply chain planning, reorder decision, and meeting customer demand. The importing business ensures that all necessary custom procedures and documentations are complete accurately and in compliance with the regulation of the importing country. This includes verifying that all custom duties, taxes, and tariff has been paid and accounted for. Once the good has been received and verified, the importing business proceeds with making proceed terms and conditions. This may involve initiating international wire transfer, issuing letters of credit, or utilizing other appropriate payment methods established in the purchase agreement. After completing the necessary checks and procedures, the imported goods are ready for distribution to customer or for use within the importing business's operation. This could involve shipping the product to retailer, wholesaler, or end customer, or utilizing the imported goods in manufacturing processes depending on the nature of the business. The complete stage signifies the successful completion of the import process from the initial sourcing and transfer of goods to the final steps of quality control, custom compliance, payments, and distribution. Effective management and attention to detail in each of these stages contribute to a smooth import operation and overall business success. Next, I'll pass to the for import and for export.
So now I would like to talk about export and first and the second step of export. Export is the act of offering for sales or shipping product made in one nation to another nation for the benefits of trade or commerce. It entails the movement of goods and service across international borders, frequently with the intention of bringing in money for the exporting nation and boosting its economy. The first step of export is creating. Creating is an act of manufacturing products or services with the intention of reselling them or exchanging them on a foreign market. The demands and preferences of consumers in the target market must be taken into account while creating and producing goods and services. Additionally, it entails handling the logistics of shipping and delivery as well as adjusting to the legal, cultural, and regulatory needs of the foreign market. A true awareness of the target market demography, purchasing pattern, and cultural standard is necessary when creating for export. Successful exporters must be flexible enough to respond to the particular possibility and difficulty presented by each market they enter, as well as be prepared to commit the time and money required to force connection and significant presence in that market. The second step of export is shipping. The process of exporting product or services to a foreign market requires shipping, which is a critical step. It describes the movement of exported goods from the country of origin to the country of destination. Additionally, depending on the distance and kind of the item being carried, shipping comprises moving the commodity using several means of transportation. The exporter must make sure that the goods are packaged and labeled in accordance with the law and specifications of the destination nation. The exporter must then make arrangements for the item transit, including picking a shipment mentor, hanging over price and terms with carrier, and taking care of custom and paperwork. Next, I want to pass my part to my next group member.
The transfer process begins with arranging transportation. For goods, exporter needs to decide on the most proper mode of transportation based on factors such as cost, speed, and the nature of goods. Common modes include air freight, sea freight, and road transport, or a combination of these. Exporters need to focus on several things, such as logistic condition. They usually work closely with freight forwarders or shipping agents to ensure a smooth transfer of goods. This involves booking cargo space, preparing shipping documents, and organizing the movement of goods from manufacture to the point of export. Freight forwarders handle documentation and custom procedures and to provide guidance on shipping regulation and requirement. They are crucial for ensuring timely deliveries of cargo from one point to another. Exporters also need to ensure that they have export license and permits. Depending on the destination of the country, exporters may need to obtain because documents are typically issued by government authorities and ensure compliance with export control regulation. They may be required for sensitive goods, control substance, or strategic items. So the next, my process is packaging. Packaging is crucial. Packaging is a critical aspect of the export process, serving two primary purposes. First, it ensures product protection during transportation and handling. Exporters must carefully consider the characteristics of the good and the anticipated journey, using appropriate packaging material and techniques. Fragile items may require cushioning or shock absorbing materials, while perishable goods may need refrigeration or insulated packaging. Second, compliance with packaging regulation specific to the destination country is essential. Exporter must adhere to labeling requirements, language specifications, and safety symbol to avoid custom delays and ensure that goods meet the importing country's standard. It is critical for companies across the packaging value chain to be aware of the accelerating pace of regulatory development, as compliance could lead to the imposition of tax increases or penalties. By prioritizing product protection and complying with packaging regulation, exporters can ensure the safety and integrity of their goods throughout the export process. To complete the export process, exporters need to focus on several important aspects. Firstly, they must prepare and provide necessary export documentation, such as commercial invoices, packing lists, and export declaration. This document facilitate customs clearance to ensure accurate valuation of the goods and promote transparency in international trade. Then, exporters also may need to obtain specific certificates or compliant documents depending on the destination country. The certificate of origin is a document to certify the place of growth, production of manufacture of goods. It is required when exporting to specific countries. Where requested by the consignee for custom clearance. It's important to demonstrate that the good meet quality, safety, or regulatory standards. It is crucial for exporters to comply with all relevant export regulations, including export control, embargoes, or trade restrictions imposed by either the exporting or importing country. Lastly, custom clearance plays a vital role in the export process. Exporters must follow the custom regulations and procedures of both the exporting and importing countries. This involves submitting the required documentation, paying any applicable duties and taxes, and adhering the custom formalities. Custom authorities conduct inspections and verify that the goods meet all the legal requirements before permitting their exportation. By focusing on export documentation, obtaining necessary certificates, and ensuring custom compliance, exporters can successfully complete the export process and facilitate the smooth movement of goods across borders. That's all for me. Thank you.